Thermal Sound Wave. Thermal Sound Waves, a natural alternative to fast food radio, Track Life Radio, WLGK Logic Radio. We here, C.Truth, Kev Lawrence. Hit us up, 347-454-1278. That is the number. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things. But right now, we have a guest that's joining us who...
She's already been talking.
Yeah, she's been chiming in the background. But she came through to our party, so it was only right. She goes by the name of Miss Kim Goodlook Seabrook.
Yes.
Here with us in studio on the Thermal Sound Wave Show.
Seabrook.
That's right.
That is correct.
And thank you once again for coming through to our party when we celebrate the birthdays.
I really enjoyed myself.
Glad you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Big up to Napoleon.
Shout out to Napoleon.
Yes.
Big up to Napoleon and whatnot. Who's he's
A.K.A. Hollywood Poe.
touring right now in Europe.
Right.
We call Eurostep Poe?
Yeah, he's in Europe right now. He's in Europe.
Eurostep Poe.
Yeah, doing his doing the dubstep and all that. So, we got a little chance to get to know you, but we're going to get to really, really know you right now and find out what it is that you do. I know you do spoken word and you touch upon a lot of subject matter that's deep and gritty and that's important to a lot of people that really are living that everyday life. Talk about some of the things that you touch upon within your work.
Well, so yes, I am a poet, mentor. I do quite a few things, but in regards to my poetry, I first started talking about an abusive relationship, talked about abortions, talked about
personal experience.
Personal experience. That's pretty much, what I've been raised through, and society, and women empowerment, men empowerment. I represent for everybody. So
I'm glad you said that because
I'm not just
you do
women.
Oh,
I got it
for
the men.
We don't really hear that much.
Exactly. In the words of the great poet, the abstract Q-Tip, we people can't be together if they're separate forever. You know what I mean? So we definitely need both sides.
Exactly.
Both sides.
I can't help it. I have a son. He's 20 years old. What, I'm going to just talk about the power of women? No. I got to talk about what our black men go through on a daily basis and how we can deal with that, and how us as women need to learn how to embrace at the same time. So.
Right. It's a team. It's teamwork. It's supposed to be.
For you.
Yes.
Your son's complexion. Is he lighter?
He's a little darker than me.
Okay. That's going to go into something later on with a
melanin effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned, can we talk about some of the things that you just mentioned?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you said
it's
you
your
did
show,
spoken
baby.
poetry on abortions.
Yes.
How do you feel with this whole abortion topic going around where, unless you are in the know of some things, how do you feel about them? People saying that, we're going to make that illegal to have an abortion.
I think it's absolutely insane.
It's in Alabama, I think, legal, right now.
It's Alabama. It's also Georgia.
Oh,
so
Georgia too.
So if someone gets raped, you are supposed to have that rapist baby.
Yes.
And if you go out of state to do it,
or if you're in an abusive relationship,
yes,
you have to have that.
Yes.
It's insane.
They made abortion illegal. Period.
Yeah.
Like
right.
there's
That's
no.
like I'm asking the question, but does that make sense?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Who are you to determine what I can do with my body?
Exactly. Yeah. We're going backwards in time now.
It's feeling interesting. I say to myself, when I hear the people talking about abortions, when I hear people saying Food and Drug Administration,
heavy on the drug part.
People that look about mammography for women. I pronounce it right. Mammography.
Yeah. Yes. Mammograms.
I'm always seeing a guy, like in the front as a speaker, like
right. And
like
what
I'm
it
always
is
seeing
to
a
get
guy
breast squished by 2 metal plates. Right.
Yeah, I'm always seeing a guy. Like it's very interesting. It just I'm not saying that a guy can't have studied on it and did everything, but I'm always seeing the guy for that. I'm like, where's the women at that went through that schooling?
They don't want us to speak.
And then who don't want you to speak? No, that could be subjective.
Talk about the man, not men.
Right.
Talking about the man.
Right.
It's very interesting. It's once again the borough of the Bronx.
Yeah.
Never fails. The borough of the Bronx never fails. I believe.
And you're from the Bronx.
I am from the Bronx. Yes.
Oh gosh.
What?
I'm getting alerts of this stuff, and I'm like, sometimes I gotta shake my head at my own borough. Never fails. 85% of the news of New York,
I know,
is from the Bronx.
Yeah,
Another baby was found in a plastic bag.
yeah.
How do you feel, or what's your take on women giving birth to children and putting them in a plastic bag or dumping them? Is that a form of attempted murder?
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, you know,
They say that's.
I'm not making excuses for anybody, but there's a lot of sickness out here. You know what I mean?
What's the term they use when you have a baby, where they say you're kind of crazy?
Postpartum depression.
Should that still be something that is allowed to be used as excuse?
You can't as with abortion, you can't put blanket things over all of these particular cases. You have to
totally different.
Yeah, you got to take it case by case.
Well, no, I'm off abortion right now. I'm talking about
no. I'm talking about your question that you're asking. You're saying, should that be allowed? I'm saying you have to take it case by case as far as like what's going on, like what happened. You know, if it should be allowed or not be allowed is like, well, what was that person going through? What was happening with them? Like, it could be
you mean
legitimate,
after they had the baby.
Yeah, it could be legitimate situation
mind.
where they're not, you know, and you
well,
can't say that.
Like dumping a child, and just using the term postpartum, so you don't go to jail for attempted murder.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like that's different. Like,
why would they? I
don't know. I think as he said, like every case is different, but it is murder at the end of the day. I guess, you know, abortion is what we say, murder, but it's in your body.
The baby was found alive, though, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, so hopefully the baby makes it out.
That's just a tough subject, man. I mean, there's just so much sickness out here. That's what we need to address first before, you know, anything else. If we could prevent these situations prior, then, I mean, you go to 149th or 3rd Avenue, what you see? You see nothing but sickness. And this is why I do what I do, because I just need.
It's sad to say, she's absolutely right. Every time I'm over there, it's like, how are you remaining sick? Because you got to be fed sickness.
It's by design.
Definitely by design.
And that's 149th. That's Bronx. You could go to some other city where they have the same situation on their block, whatever that city is. You go to
this area right here. That's all you're gonna see.
It's very interesting how you hear people say, we want to stop the drug dealers, and people have in mind the guy or the girl, whatever, but preferably they say guy on the corner handing somebody a drug or whatever. But it's like,
but what about the legal
keep going
drugs?
after them, a tentacle, go after the head.
But what about the legal drugs?
Nobody.
The pill pushers.
There are so much
opioids.
Young, able-bodied men.
Listen.
Able-bodied men that are really messed up. And sometimes when I drive,
and they just keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you the same thing over and over again.
Because it makes a
if
whole
you're
lot
mad
of
at
money.
the things you see on the street,
right.
If you're a person, I can't believe this, we need to get them out of here. Who's creating them? Who's like I mean, I'm talking about birthing. I'm talking about creating that scenario. So, and I'm like, why don't you people say something about it? If you the people that's in power that are so worried about it, go ahead and be like,
they're not worried about us.
They got paid off already.
They got money to
They got a check.
And they know who to make it off of.
Right. Exactly.
They is not worried about us.
It's the same system. It's nothing new. We know what it is.
Right. From the crack to now to the opioids and
exactly.
Well, now it's a problem.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Legal drug pushing.
Now we need to get them help.
Legal drug
pushing.
Because.
Hey, have you seen the commercials?
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm watching TV, it's like it's like I see the sprinklers, they're in the grass, they're like a resort. I'm like, where was this resort back in the days of my family? Like,
right.
Where was this resort at? This is like beautiful.
It
like,
wasn't.
I need to get on opioids right now.
But what they don't understand is that's also dangerous, and that also has an effect that, you know.
You think I'll be fine? I'll live in a resort. Really, no, you're not gonna live in a resort. You're not. But thank you for getting hooked, thinking you're gonna live in a resort.
Right.
It's very disgusting.
Right.
Very disgusting.
Well, back to you, Kim. So these are some of the subject matters and things that you deal with within your work, and you also you deal with the younger generation as well, as far as
do.
like you have programs, right, and workshops and things that you do.
I do a lot of workshops. I work for Guns Down Life Up. I mentor the teens there occasionally.
Is that a Jimbo?
Jimbo, yeah. Shout
Yeah,
out to Jimbo.
yeah.
That's
Shout out to him.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to him. I think my family had did some work with. I mean, I had the shirt. Vinny was Box did work with them before too.
Yes.
So
Yeah. So I do stuff with them quite often. I mentor young adults with autism. I just got, I'll be starting my own after school program and day program for a school that deals with kids who have criminal history. They're in group homes. Some sites will be in Brooklyn and some will be in the Bronx. So I'm excited about that.
In Brooklyn, you work with who's the person that you were working with?
I've worked
with
Chip
Chip
Fu.
Fu. That's it.
oh,
yes,
Chip
yes,
Fu.
from Fushnickers. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And
shout out to
do you
big
still
bro right there.
do things with DITC Studios?
Well, I had the radio show over there at DITC, but I just interviewed him. I write for a magazine called Validated Magazine. So I just interviewed
Mike Hands.
Showbiz. Yeah, Mike Hands. Shout out to Mike Hands.
Shout out to Mike Hands.
It's actually real. The guy is in Virginia. It's his magazine, but me, Mike Hands, and Real Validated Magazine. Yeah.
Shout out to him. He's doing a good. He's doing a hell of a fight.
Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Showbiz, Finesse, that's family right there. Yeah. They got mad love for them.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
One of the best, some of the best in the game.
Shout out to AG.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Shout out to AG.
Absolutely. Diamond
Who's
D.
out in Japan. Diamond D. Yeah.
Like his new
He's out
album.
in Japan. Good. He needs to stay on over there on tour because they.
I think he lives there.
Oh,
yeah, he's chilling. He's chilling.
Listen, Patterson.
Great for
Patterson
him.
Projects. I love y'all. I'm out of here.
Good for
I
him.
don't blame him.
He's chilling.
All right, so good. So when I went to take them trips over there to Asia, I'm like, yo, listen, I'm over your side of town.
Right.
Reach out to him.
Now, to get a program like the one that you're starting yourself, how difficult was that to do, and how long did it take you to even get this program? Because I don't think people understand how much you have to go through to put together something like that, and the politics that you got to deal with as well.
I'm gonna tell you, it's not even the
politics.
program. It's not even the program. No, people think it's politics. People think it's really hard. The hard part is the sacrifices that you have to make to get to your journey. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever your journey is, you're gonna get there. But it's the process. It's the trips. It's the falls. It's the scrapes. It's the financial issues. It's sacrificing and things like that. That's what it is. But if you believe in your passion, you're going out there to the community all the time, then the next step is gonna be easy. So once
you pretty much become a mother to a whole bunch of other kids, and
I'm Auntie Kim too. Yeah.
And it could take away from the amount of time you would have for your family, whether it's immediate or not.
My son is 20 years old, so he's good. Yeah, he's good. He's been right there by my side when I sacrificed everything. Basically 3 years ago, I got fired from my job. I was working in the car business. And
you sell some cars?
Oh yeah, I'm a hustler. So I sold 35 cars actually in my department.
You still got to connect?
No. I mean, I still have connects, but not where I was at.
All right.
So always got to connect. Yeah, CDs, DVDs, cars. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. I'm just saying.
Validated. Cool.
Basically. So, I got fired from my job, and I was already doing the poetry heavy. It was going well, and I noticed the difference I was making in my community, and I just said, whatever. So I was homeless for 2 years, not homeless for the past year, thank God. You know what I mean? Everything worked out, sacrificed everything, financial stability, and because forget Bob, you know what I'm saying? Bob don't need me. My peoples need me. So that's why I said it's not about how hard it is. The struggle is hard.
Yeah.
Your passion, you got to be passionate. And then whatever is destined for you, you're going to get what you need to get. And it'll be easy.
Gotcha. Kim Goodlook Seabrook here with us on Thermal Sound Waves.
What's the name stand for? Can you break that down?
Well, my name is Kim Seabrook. But when I was hosting radio in Atlanta.
Any relation to Larry?
Huh? No.
Okay, good.
No. Everybody asks me that. No.
Very good. My father hate that dude.
Yeah, nah, everybody does.
That man, he got over on immigrants.
Everybody does.
He got over on immigrants.
Ain't got nothing to do with that one.
He was like, yeah, yo, you're an immigrant, yeah, you know, work for me in my campaign, I'll take care of you. As soon as he got on, he was like, y'all immigrants. He was like, damn, that's how you gonna do us? Yeah.
So, yeah.
My father's good now. He's good.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So yeah, good look. Rhymes with Seabrook. I'm a good look. You know, not exterior, just interior.
She mean not exterior.
No, I mean of course, but I'm talking
I
about
ain't
there's
gonna look at you.
more. Of course.
eyes up.
I'm
Look
just
my eyes
saying,
up. Don't
you
look
know,
at it.
like
Don't look
that's
at it.
not the focus.
Don't look
It's,
at
I'm a
it.
good look. Like yeah. you
Right.
know. Good look, Seabrook. It rhymed. You know.
Yeah.
That's all. So roll with it.
So we've been. No, go ahead, see. Let you go first.
What were some of the things that kept you moving while you were homeless and in that particular situation?
Opportunities and more opportunities and more opportunities, and it's not always about monetary, your blessings, you know what I mean? So it's about the people who are in your community, the changes that you make, and you see what you could do. Like, I don't know if you remember the big fire on Prospect on 187th, like right before the new year.
I donated some clothes.
And I was part of the organization who raised about like how much did we raise? Like 40,000 or something like that.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so we buried the families in Jamaica. The soldier who tried to help the family and passed away, got killed because he was helping Mensa family.
Yeah, it was
It was
a
quite a
horrible
few.
fire.
It was a really bad,
horrible fire in a building out there in the Bronx. And shout out to the people. Shout out to Kiss from the R&B group Allure, because I think she either gave some clothes or she hit me up to find the information where you was at, and I just pulled up.
Okay.
I pulled up and I just dumped a whole massive clothes. Like, oh, here y'all go.
Yeah, we had the big drop off at Essentials on Fordham Road.
It was, like off Southern Boulevard, right?
No, it's not off.
There
It's
was
by
like
Fordham University.
It was
Yeah.
Well, Southern Boulevard is right around. It's in the
Oh
area.
yeah, actually it is. Yeah.
And yeah.
So yeah.
Shout out to the fire department.
Shout out to the community, man.
The community.
So for me to be homeless and help people who just lost their house and to make a difference. And it was just consistently just doing things and just seeing, like I said, blessings. It ain't you checking up on me to see if I'm okay, but I do have a roof over my head technically. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, these people just lost everything and family and things like that. So,
A lot of people don't know how close they are to being really messed up.
Right.
And you need to really start understanding of how to be
thankful
and work things out. You know, before things ever happen, because some people really don't know that they probably won't survive if something drastic ever happened. You know,
right. What are you gonna do? Right.
So
get right with self, basically.
Right.
Get right with self.
Get right with self. You know, stop abusing people that's in your life that are cool with you, because you might.
Oh,
need
that's
them.
a major thing. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Oh man. I can't believe you was involved with that.
Yeah.
That was a very horrible time. Was that during the winter or?
It was. It was right before the New Year.
Yeah, and and
Right,
New York
right
winter,
between Christmas and New Year's.
because we already know some of them buildings already want to give you hot water anyway.
Yeah.
Bronx is burning type stuff. But anyway, another story.
Another one.
Your child,
Yes,
20 years old.
he is 20 years old.
Is he following into your footsteps too?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's
Radio
he's
broadcaster?
good. No, he doesn't do radio, but he does rhyme.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you a highlight that happened yesterday. I was talking to Showbiz, right? And you know us old school heads, we were like, nah, these new rappers, like, yeah, what did he just say? So my son records at DITC since I had the radio
nice.
show there.
Nice.
Yeah. And he's cool with Showbiz.
And DITC stands for Digging in the Crates.
In the crates, yeah. So I asked Showbiz about some info about a school where his son went, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I was like, yeah, because I want my son to learn the back business. You know what I'm saying? Where the money is at, not just being out there.
Showbiz is I believe he was a very shrewd man. Very shrewd and stern.
Stern, very.
And very, we're going to work this out kind of guy. Behind the scenes of a lot of people, and I'm not counting nobody's finances, but he's very successful.
Right.
Very successful in the music industry.
Right. But you know what his response was? He was like, yeah, but your son can't quit rapping. I was like, huh? He was like, nah, he can't quit. He's good.
Wow.
He was like, I was in the studio the other day and I heard somebody rap. I was like, yo, who's that? And then they told him it was my son. He was like, okay. So I was like, okay. For my son, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I'm proud of him. Yeah. He's definitely following my footsteps.
What are some of the things that you see that he's doing, or some of the things that he's into?
I mean, constantly writing. He's always being creative. He always is on point. Even if your boys don't want to go to the studio, I'm out. I'm going by myself. So
he has that drive.
He definitely has that drive. Definitely. He sees me. He's like, Mom, you don't have a manager. You just be mine. So see how you do everything for yourself. Help me.
Well, I mean,
he got vision too.
Right.
You know a lot of stuff. And,
absolutely.
There's a lot of momagers out there. A lot of dadagers also, but a lot of momagers out there.
Right.
And it's like, who else want to take care of you more
Their
than
own kids? There should be more of that actually. When you think about some of the atrocities that go on with children in the business,
right.
that are just out there without their parent or somebody within their family.
Right.
Even sometimes their own family that's like not right.
That's true.
I tell people on the regular, I'd be like, listen, if you're not trying to if you're a full-time job and you got to do all this crazy hours, if you're not trying to go part-time and be there around your son or your daughter, you should not ever put your little child in the entertainment business.
Right.
Because
now you got to give your full commitment to that.
Absolutely.
Somebody listen, be like, yo, listen, even if we're not together, which, you should be, even if we're not together, be like, listen, I'm going to go ahead and give you some change. Make sure you're all right. Take care of yourself while you go hang out with our little girl, our little boy at these fashion shows or at these acting, whatever. No, because people don't want to admit there are predators there waiting.
Yeah.
In the form of what you call an agent.
Is the worst thing.
Yeah.
Like
in the form of what you call an agent. They're waiting there.
Right.
And I saw something where they had like the little girl modeling thing, and like the skirts is very short.
Makeup, right?
The makeup was adult makeup.
Like, what is you doing?
And the girls are winking and everything.
Right.
And the guys,
everything is.
I'm like,
nah.
Who you winking at?
Nah.
Who you winking at? Who taught you to wink like that?
Right. And move like that. And yeah, I know.
Man, that's a pedophile haven right there.
That's the game though. And if you don't have somebody to balance that out,
who you winking at?
Then you get that child who now starts to become that when they're not ready for that.
Yeah.
Man, when I saw that, it made me turn my head, like, because I feel like I want to know people thinking she winking at me. I don't want to catch a charge. You know what I mean? I'm like, because it's I got that uncomfortable. Because like, who are you winking at?
Right.
And who's teaching you this? And I'm like, all right, next you know, you go to the Mickey Mouse Club, like these other dudes, and you come out crazy, and it's like, yo, dude, why Corey Feldman, he shut up all of a sudden? Like, what happened? Like, he shut up all of a sudden after the attempts on his life to kill him. Why, when Barbara Walters, when she interviewed him, she made him seem like, yo, how could you say that about the industry? How dare you? I'm like, he just told you something's going on. When you heard about R. Kelly, you like, let's get him.
Oh, of course. You know how
when he talk about this, y'all want to act like, oh my God, let's really investigate, really. No. Shut it down.
Right.
Shut it down. And it's like, y'all people out there, man, don't you ever, ever, ever put your child in the hands of somebody that you don't know personally and be like, listen, you know if you try something.
Even
then,
be there with your child,
period.
There with
your child, period.
You know if you try something,
that's it.
you know I know where your family stay at, right? Like, they got to know, like, okay, you know, even if I wanted to, I know something gonna happen to me or the fam back home. Just, you should, let me not say that out loud, because, you know, that's just me in my head. But that's how I feel. But you have to be a part of it, and sometimes they gotta see, oh damn, you got a parent around?
Oh yeah. And
that's like prison too.
And this one ain't playing, but you gotta be that, because some parents just want the money
that's
too.
What I'm
and
saying.
Don't care
you
what
have
so
selling their kids.
Yeah.
Selling their kids.
Selling their kids.
Quite often.
A lot.
You know what's going on over here.
For years, it's been going on.
Because they want to be that.
This happened. I never had any idea. You knew what they was about.
But my bank account is
Right.
Look at my house.
Exactly. Yeah.
He just tickled it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So are you? I don't know if you have already, but have you written a book, or is that something that you want to
It's
do?
something that I will do. Yes. I want to do like a audio book mixed with, so it'll be like my story, but with poetry at the same time involved. But I do have like have a project on a CD, and on all the other media stuff is out there.
And how long
It's called
have you been
Memory
doing
Lane.
poetry? It's called Memory Lane.
I mean,
excuse me.
yeah, all my life I've been writing. Like I start like hip hop is my inspiration, so it's not like some other poetry where you be like, okay, no, because there's some poetry that it's. But so hip hop is my inspiration.
I know what you're saying.
You know what?
Like, what did I just say?
I
I was trying to get.
I was cool with
Right.
poetry. Like I used to go to New Rican Cafe spot in New York, where a place you go and listen to live poetry.
It was.
And
They had some
Tag
great.
when I went
they had some
there,
great things out
I
there.
found a more appreciation for the poetry I've been hearing. I'm like, yes, and I am cool. And you snap the fingers. And I'm like, I ain't with all that.
Right.
But when I went there, it was something. But then the person that made me really appreciate poetry, that I didn't think this person could do poetry like that, even though it is still a form of poetry, was DMX.
Right.
When he did that poem
The
about
poem
the
on
industry.
right, exactly.
And I was like, yo,
Exactly.
he went there. And I'm like, do people understand what he's saying? And it wasn't, he wasn't rapping. I mean, it could be turned into
But
a
poetry
rap.
is hip hop.
It
So
is.
you
That's
know
what
what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Poetry
Right.
is hip-hop.
So that's just
But hearing that
what I
without
do.
no beat and a man standing live.
Right.
And that really grabbed me. 'Cause I felt like at one point poetry was going to the point where I just want to scream and cry and just clap
be
for me.
angry all the time.
But that's
like,
the commercialism of it,
yeah.
where you have, this is what it is,
Right.
Instead
I
of
went to a
they're
competition
selling.
one day, and I'm like, you gave this person higher score than me? Like, and I don't even like competitions, honestly. But I just got a nice $25 gift card. I go and I was like, okay,
That's-
And I was really
I'm
going to
big, baby.
support,
That's
but
a
I just
date.
did it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right. So, but I was like, so you got to be really angry in this here. Listen, I like to make my point. I like to be smooth. I like to make sure you understand what I'm saying without necessarily me being angry,
You gotta
because
cry and
that
scream.
energy is not
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
And not saying it's not good
passionate
for
is
some
good.
people.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Passionate is different. But that anger, I'm like, oh, all right.
Well, that's when it got commercialized, where
Right.
it's like, this is all that it is,
Yeah.
instead of showing the whole scope, where you have all these different types of poets and all these
Right.
different types of poetry
Exactly.
that you could check out. You know what I mean? Like places New Yorican, which, you know.
Everybody asks me, so you go to New York? Because that's the only place that they know. But no, I do a lot of events. I do shelters, like schools, just
nice.
all over. Yeah, I think.
So you
blessed.
teach youth how to do poetry as well?
Yes, I have. I did that with Chip Fu. Did some other, little workshops and stuff. But that is what my next step is with the schools that I just.
That's
told
an
you about.
art that is not being pushed out there anymore.
Exactly.
Like actual painting.
Art in general is
Canvas.
not being pushed.
Art, yeah, it's not there in schools now. Basketball or football is always still in
Right.
schools, but the arts and crafts, either is not in as many schools as before. Even home ec.
I know.
Because those things teach
But
you
those are
to
the things
be.
that to be
It teaches
what
you-
we
culture.
need.
It
like in
teaches you to be
society,
a critical
good-
thinker and to be creative.
Right.
They
Why would
don't
they
want you
us
to do
be
that. They want you to
Right.
be a robot.
Exactly.
Be part of
Going-
the system.
Getting on the train, 9 to 5, drinking
Right.
coffee, get
Exactly.
at the computer. Da-da-da.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. I ain't got to go to
Right.
the bathroom. I got 2 minutes. I got to get back in.
Right. Yeah. But when you do art, you challenge
Exactly.
things.
You know,
They
one
don't want you
day
to do that.
When I was in that mode you just said, get up 9 to 5, all that
I
stuff.
can't do that
One day I
no
took a sick leave. I wasn't sick, but I took it.
Right. You
That's
heard
what I
that,
do.
Bob.
Slacker. I'm a slacker. That's what I do.
My man.
And I just watched and I said, wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, I'm being a robot. Like I'm being a robot.
Right.
Like it's crazy.
Right.
And from that point on, I was like, I'm not gonna be a robot. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna go somewhere and work if I have to work or hustle, but I'm gonna enjoy life.
Right.
And
that train and rush hour and everybody.
Right. I went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I stayed in the bathroom for 17 minutes.
Right.
Are you gonna bust me? Are you gonna fire me? Were you in the bathroom with videotaping me? No. I go to sleep on the toilet in the job bathroom. That's what I used to do. And then my legs lock up and this, it's time to get up. But I would go to sleep and say, "Where were you?" I was in the bathroom. I'll sue you. You know what you're gonna tell me? You gonna fire me for that? I got a condition. That's what I got a condition.
Right.
I don't know what a condition is.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I got a condition.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I would do. And I'm like, I'm not gonna be a robot for you. I'm gonna do my work. I'm not gonna be a robot for you. We're gonna get done. Realistically, if you go to work for 8 hours a day, realistically, you're only doing 2 hours of work.
Realistically.
Then you got lunch and you got talk and hand and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm not doing 8 hours of work for you.
Right.
But I want 8 hours of pay. I do. Yeah, that's true. This is what it is. I'm a slacker. Shout out to the slackers.
Yeah.
I'm such a slacker, for real, yo. I'm a slack.
I'm not. I was never a slacker. I bust my job down. Know how to do it. Know how to do it right. Get in, out, and I'm out. Boom, and then I know how to. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then when I don't want to do nothing, I ain't gonna do nothing. You know why? Because I just did everything that I had to do.
No,
so yeah.
I'll help the people out, but I still just get my slack on though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not gonna have to look crazy. Man, your project.
Yes.
Who's working with you on your project?
Memory Lane, the whole thing was produced by Lex Boogie. He's actually out in Atlanta, but he's from the Bronx.
Even better.
Yes, Lex Boogie from the Bronx. So Memory Lane is just it was a rush project, just something put together fast because I needed material while I was out in events. Had this big event, but it actually went pretty well. It's still going pretty well. So I got a few joints on there, one called, her name is Cocaine.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Opioids.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
What's that about?
It talks about my experience with her name is Cocaine, but I phrase it as a woman. So like
your experience with cocaine or
yeah, my experience with cocaine.
Oh, okay.
Isn't the woman the other thing?
But I make believe like it's a friend.
Gotcha. And this is on.
Like I can hang out with her all through the night.
This is on. What's the title of the project now?
Memory Lane.
This is on Memory Lane.
It's on Tidal. Yeah.
All the streaming.
All
the streaming project.
What made you open up like that?
It was my therapy. It was my therapy. So I ain't got nothing to hide. Somebody gonna say, "Yo, she used to buy coke for me," so I might as well say it.
Did a therapist tell you to do that, or you just?
No, I don't have
yourself?
a therapist. Poetry was my therapy.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, poetry was my therapy, and that's why I can do what I could do to the kids now, and teach them to release and don't be afraid. What?
Just
let it out.
Make sure you get some incentives, whether it's gifts, monies, whatever.
Right.
Let them pay you.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh. Trust me. Listen, I sacrificed what I had to sacrifice because I knew what my goal and my mission was.
Right.
So yeah. Trust me. It's on now.
May 6th, May 13th. Just gifts.
You've been in the birthday party. You know next year. What we looking for. So I'm just
don't got me get. Don't got me get. All right.
You've been through a lot. You've seen a lot throughout your years. But working with the kids, what has been like a thing or something that you've seen in one of them that like really like got to your heart, where you're like, damn, like this happened to this kid that what I mean, like.
That's a good one. I'll be honest, I think this next thing that I'm going to be working on is going to be more personal like that, because it's going to be at the group homes and I'm going to have more time with them. It's less kids individually. So the one-on-ones, I know that, they have given the response back, like they love what I do. Like, for instance, I have a children's song. It's called I'm Liddy, and it talks about loving yourself and things like that. And then the kids are like, I'm Liddy. And I did it for pre-K. I could do it for teenage. I do it for even the adults. Right. Like, yeah, I'm Liddy. That's
better
right.
Milk that term.
You heard.
You got children's books that you do some children's books and
actually,
stuff
it was
like
written
that?
for a children's book.
Okay.
Called Listen to Liddy. Her name is Linda Bonanno. They call her Liddy.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's about breast cancer prevention.
Oh, nice.
So I did the song for the book, and then so when the kids are like, play it again, you know. I'm like, yeah, okay, so I got them, and then they loving themselves and they hugging themselves, so you know, things like that.
But you could do the good look books.
You heard.
I'm saying,
right?
You know what I mean, I just need 5%.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew it. I seen the lead back. I felt it.
We have it documented too. We have it documented.
Game recognized game.
Listen,
If you refuse, leave right now.
I understand.
Got 5 seconds.
I ain't
4,
going nowhere.
3, 2, 1. All right, good.
Look.
5%.
I mean, it's not much. It's not much. Just a little
It really
something.
isn't.
Just a little something. You know what I mean?
Give him 5. Give us together 85. Donate 5.
She's like,
Look,
hold on now.
We'll be litty.
how about we talk about this off air and
Yeah,
handle our business later?
That's
no
fine, but we
doubt,
got you
no
recorded
doubt.
now. So, speaking of group homes,
Yes.
in the Bronx, they said that they are transporting children from the border. I was trying to get over the camps. The children that were left behind, from people trying to migrate into America. They're going to bring them over to the Bronx to 183rd and University Avenue.
Really?
Which is overly packed. That's Burnside Avenue. That's overly packed. How is it for you, being a woman, or just being a person, just having to deal with more and more children that are either orphaned or...
I mean, the whole system sucks, period. The whole system sucks, period. Kids need to be with their parents, and that's it.
So that's okay, because lots of times, like, people might hear, okay, orphan, but people don't know what orphans may have went through or what goes on in their house.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about the immigrants or you're talking about the kids in our community, like, I mean, there's so many situations. We can't just...
They are the kids from the community now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's different situations. You can't separate the kids just because they came from a different country. If that's the case, then let them all go back, regardless if they was born here or not. Let them just still stay together. If you don't want the families to be here, I say that case, you can't separate that. Now, in regards to the kids in our neighborhoods dealing with certain situations and their parents, now, I mean, if the home isn't good, then, but that doesn't mean that the group home is even any better. So it's just, man, everything, the whole system.
So I heard some stuff about group homes. I heard some stuff about group homes.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
Many people have no idea about that. It's actually, TV might show you one thing, but you're dealing with a lot of different characteristics of broken children. And it's really not as easy as people think it is. So for persons working there or working with people like that, I just wanted to know what's your take on group homes and what do you feel
I
needs to be
think I
done?
could probably answer that question after I start working on them. I know from what I know from personal and friends and things like that, you know, it's not easy. I know I've never heard a great story like, that was the best time of my life. I never heard that. I've heard a lot of pain come from those situations. That's what I've heard. Yeah. But I could tell you a little bit better more when I actually put my foot in them doors.
Okay.
Now, for those who want to support the things that you're doing, of course, your musical and your poetry stuff, you know, you can get them all on the streaming platforms. But for what you're doing as far as the programs with the kids and then what you're starting with the group homes, like, how can people who want to support that and help you with that, how can they?
My Cash App is $Goodlook Seabrook.
Cash App, ready.
You know, I need transportation. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I mean,
I'm
serious. I said no.
If you do, then hey, put it out there.
Yes,
put it out there.
Goodlook Seabrook. Like I said, I sacrifice a lot, you know, to do what I do. But the blessings are coming in, and anything would be greatly appreciated. So, but you can also download my music that, you know, like we said, that'll help too. Keep it streaming, keep it going. What else? You can also come see me at a musical I am in tomorrow and Saturday. It's called Ghetto Chronicles.
What? Okay.
It's a hip hop musical. Yeah, it's called Ghetto Chronicles.
Okay.
So,
what is that about?
Listen, child support. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's funny.
Support.
It makes fun of our situations, but at the end is always a message. So
where is that playing?
It's gonna be at the Playhouse Theater, so not too far from here, somewhere.
So
30 something Street.
Yeah, exactly. I have
10th Avenue, I believe. I think 10th Avenue or something like that.
It's not far from here at all.
Yeah.
So tomorrow and Saturday, 8 p.m. showtime. So Get your tickets, ghettochroniclesmusical.com.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely.
I need child support,
That's real.
Too, and I
He's
ain't
not
got
giving
no
that
kids.
to me, I don't believe in
I
child
ain't got
support.
no kids, and I need child support.
I don't
Support
believe in
your
that.
children, period. Like,
You see, you don't believe in child support?
No.
Why is that?
Again, the system. I do believe a man should take care of his responsibilities, but to have to go through court and to have some man to tell you when your father should pay, and then if he don't pay and he can't afford to pay, or something happens, he goes to jail. Then what happens when he goes to jail? My son don't get to see his father, and then. Listen, I had no child support. I had no financial support from his father, but I still took care of my business. And he still knows his father, and they talk and whatever. And
I hear the winner in that is actually the child support system, not the mother, not the father. The real winner is them because they're going to get you
they're
on
going to
money.
get you one way or the other.
And if
right.
you try to do something, let's say you want to put the child father away,
his license, like
you gotta. If you get money, you gotta give it to them. Like
right.
it's they ultimately win.
Mm-hmm.
It's a smooth system. They win off of people not being emotionally sustained to make proper decisions.
Exactly, and that's what broke up the families anyway. You don't need them. We give you welfare. You got child support. I got a poem about it. Goddamn, GOTDAM, man.
How can people go in and see where you're?
I have videos. I have actual
visuals
visuals on YouTube as well.
Okay,
so
let's see.
Goodlook Seabrook.
Goodlook Seabrook. Is
Yes,
it letter
that's
C?
SEAB as in boy, ROOK, Seabrook. So yeah,
No
you can see
doubt.
some actual visuals.
Well, we thank you for being on the program and coming through and telling your story.
Yeah,
we'll kick you out.
Thank you for having
Definitely
me.
appreciate that.
I've been
And
kicked out of many places. At least I enjoyed myself.
We already got you. I think we good
Right,
5%
right.
plus 85% of the stuff, so
Right.
we good.
the Good Look books
Yes.
coming soon. Coming
Yes.
soon.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
And I gotta give you props on all the things that you're doing for the kids and the
Thank
younger
you so
generation
much.
coming up, because that's very, very much needed.
Yeah,
Very much needed.
indeed. Thank you. I appreciate
When you
you.
do
no
work
doubt.
in communities, like not just for show photo credit, but when you do work in communities, you realize that there's a lot of people that need help.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that need help.
Mm-hmm.
C.Truth's been doing a lot of work in communities
Yeah.
from all different coasts, different states, as well as myself.
I got
And
some
we're like,
things that are coming up too that
So,
I have in the mind to do too. So
and it's like,
Yeah.
no matter where we go, we're like, wait a minute, they got y'all fighting for stuff over there, but y'all
but we
hurting
need
over
right
here.
here.
It's yeah, like
So again, that's why I did what I had to do and sacrifice, because my people need me and I need y'all too, and we need each other, and let's do this.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Kim Goodlook
Good
Seabrook.
Yes,
That's
yes.
what it is. Make sure you support her project. Make sure you come out to see her when she's performing in theaters, coming to a city near you, and make sure you just follow the cause.
Thermal sound wave.